Hi, my name's Terry Cass. I'm the owner of Team Cass Racing. This is my husband, Jim. He's our team manager.
Hi, I'm Christy Cass with Team Cass Racing. I'm the Director of Media and Sponsorship, and I am the daughter of the owners, Jim and Terry Cass.
We're a family-owned team. Our car number is 50. Our driver is Augie Vidovich.
A little help from Augie Vidovich. Augie Vidovich with a 50 and moved up.
I'm Augie Vidovich with Team Cass Racing, car number 50.
We race in the K&N Pro Series, NASCAR.
You know, it took a while there. The 50 car was leading. He was fast.
And we welcome you to view our videos.
What would you say representing Team Cass if somebody called you?
If somebody calls me and starts asking me about the team, normally I tell them first and foremost that we are a family team, that we're very family oriented, and that we're here to win races. We're not here to run in the middle of the pack. You know, that we can't guarantee a sponsor that we're going to win every single race. Nobody can guarantee that. But we're going to be out here, we're going to do the best we can every single race, and we're going to fight for it. This series gives a potential sponsor a whole lot of exposure. There's an unlimited number of websites that talk about this series. They have message boards, they do live feeds from the track. There's a speed channel where that big logo on the hood of the car is going to be seen, or the logo on the quarter panel is going to be seen. There's HDNet, and there's countless interviews that I push Augie to go do, despite whether he wants to or not. So I think there is an amazing value for a sponsor. We're not looking for somebody to just hand us over money and say, here, go run a car. We're looking to build that business as well. We're looking to promote that business and to represent them as professionally as possible and get them the exposure that they're looking for. A lot of the sponsors out here aren't giant companies. They're, you know, companies that maybe you might only know locally, and maybe they can only do one race, or maybe they can do a whole season. But it gets them on the map, it gets them known, and people identify the car and the driver to that sponsor. You know, if you talk about Jeff Gordon, what's the first thing you think of? You think of DuPont, you know, or Pepsi. Or if you think of Tony Stewart, you know, a couple years ago it was Home Depot, you know, and now it's Office Depot or Burger King, you know. You identify the driver and the sponsor as one, and I think that we have the ability to build that type of relationship and really grow that business and get them what they're looking for.
And I think that we'll see this later, but out here at all the tracks, at least locally that I've been to, that I've seen you guys at, I mean, you've got a serious fan base. I mean,
we have a huge fan base.
Well, how is it that, you know, is it that the fans can identify with Team Cass? Or
Absolutely. I think that people look at us as, hey, that's a family out there. That's not Napa, you know, Motorsports. They identify us as a family, and we've been racing at Irwindale for so many years that people know us.
Hi, it's Gordon Ugnut Stewart from Lucas Oil's On the Edge on Speed Channel, and for Team Cass Racing. If you want to support Southern California Motorsports,
we go out of our way to be friendly with people and to treat our fellow competitors as our friends, not as our competitors. Yeah, when you're on the track, you're racing against each other. But when you're here in the pits or you're out at fan events or, you know, whatever, those are people that you work with. They're basically your coworkers or your extended family. And we've done a really good job of building relationships with people from all over. And, you know, we talk to people. A lot of the drivers, I mean, for example, when we were in Iowa, none of the drivers did autograph session. They didn't have an autograph session for the drivers. But we had Chris out there, and we made him sign autographs and talk to fans, and all the other drivers kind of walked by looking and wondering, oh man, you know, I missed the boat on that one. I really should have brought my autograph cards too. And we just did it because we want to connect with people, and in connecting with people, we've built, you know, this Facebook page, a fan page, not only for Team Cass Racing, but we have one for Augie as well. And people just join and they say, you know, I saw Augie out at such and such, or I saw you guys out at Irwindale, or I saw you in Phoenix or Iowa. And we just have made relationships with people all over. We've had people tell us, hey, next time you're in town, we're going to throw you a party, you know, come have a barbecue at our house. And these are people that don't know us. They don't, you know, they just know that we're the kind of people they want to associate with, and that feels really good.
Yeah, I know your mom has told me that you guys have a fan following all over the country. But even speaking of Iowa, I mean, there were some pretty serious teams in Iowa. I mean, didn't you guys lead Kurt Busch?
We did.
Kyle Busch or one of them?
Kyle Busch. We led for 30 laps of the race. We won the lap leader award for leading the most laps of the race, aside from Kyle Busch. So it was broken down into West and East, and he was considered East. So for the West, we won the lap leader award.
You know, from there we had to battle our way back through the field a little bit and race some of those guys. So, you know, it took a while there. The 50 car was leading; he was fast, and.
But that was very serious, and just like tonight, we're going to be racing against Joey Logano. You know, we've raced against Ron Hornaday. We're racing against top NASCAR Cup talent just as much as we're racing against the people who are in our series, and it brings more attention to the sport, and it brings more fans out, and it's serious, definitely.
Well, and it was correct me if I'm wrong. Was it last year that you guys qualified the pole on at this race?
Last year at the Toyota All-Star Showdown, we did qualify for the pole with Chris Johnson.
You know, in my opinion, one of the marquee accomplishments that Team Cass Racing and Chris Johnson did was winning the pole for the 2009 Toyota All-Star Showdown. You know, to be a small team, local team that runs on a limited schedule in our series, and to beat 56 of the best cars from both the Camping World Series East and West is quite an accomplishment.
We just had the equipment, and we brought our A game. It was amazing. I don't think anybody ever thought that a rookie driver could get out there and win the pole with only 3 starts in a series. And Chris did an awesome job. I think at that point we kind of became oh wow, they are competition, and they are serious. They're not just out here to mess around and just be at the track. Being a family makes us a stronger team because we know each other so well. We've dealt with each other for, so many years, and sometimes it makes it hard, but we also know there's so much love with all of us, and we know that at the end of the day, we're still a family, and at the end of the day, we still have each other. And no matter how we do out on that track, and if we're doing really good, we all celebrate together, and if we're not doing well, we all kind of are bummed out together, but we know there's always next time.
Well, I wish Team Cass all the best this year. You guys have anything for the year you're looking forward to? Any goals you've set for the year?
Our goal for 2010, goal number 1, find a sponsor. Goal number 2, win some races. Goal number 3, meet our fans and go to as many fan events as we possibly can and really connect with the people, because that's how you build relationships.